like and subscribe right now, or the spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Have you ever wondered why strange things pop up in our oceans? Well, it's because the world's oceans occupy 75% of the Earth's surface, and that makes it the largest habitat on our planet. So, it's only normal to find within it many creatures that call it home. However, some of these creatures are strange, and in today's episode, we bring you 10 of the ocean's strangest discoveries. Number 1. The blood red jellyfish. The red jellyfish might look beautiful, but don't let their looks fool you, because the very thing that makes these animals cute might also make them dangerous. For one, red jellyfish have, you guessed it, a bright red color that makes them appear as if you can see blood coursing through their veins. Besides that, they have about 30 tentacles and often live in the deep part of the world's oceans. According to the biologists who discovered it, they found the jellyfish about 2,300 feet beneath the ocean's surface. Unlike other jellies, this one, nicknamed the Big Red, uses about 7 fleshy tentacles to capture its prey. To use these tentacles, the red jellyfish will lie in wait for an unfortunate prey to pass by. At the right time, they extend the tentacles to capture the prey. And that's about everything we know about these jellyfish, because they live in the ocean parts far beyond the region of light penetration. So for all we know, the red color might be a blessing to us humans as well. It can be the reason we need to stay far, far away from them. Number 2. The elusive glass octopus. When talking about strange creatures, the octopus is a no-brainer. From the mimic octopus to the great cataloo, octopuses have a bad rap where the word strange is involved. In this entry, let's add a new octopus mystery to your collection. Meet the glass octopus, a special octopus that's completely transparent. From the outside, you can see almost every part of the octopus except the eyes, optic nerve, and alimentary canal. As for the eyes, they're quite elongated and are so concealed that predators will find it difficult to detect the animal from above. Before now, these glass octopuses were very rare because they often lived about 3,400 feet below the sea level. In fact, they weren't discovered until 1918, and ever since, scientists have only recorded a few sightings about these creatures, let alone recorded footage. In 2021, however, a group of scientists stumbled across 2 glass octopuses while working with an underwater robotic vehicle called Subasine. The result of the expedition is this video you see. Number 3. Shape-shifting whalefish. On August 12, 2021, a group of ocean explorers at Monterey Bay in California sent a robotic vehicle underwater. At about 6,600 feet, a strange creature swam past the vehicle. According to the explorers, the creature appeared to be a bright orange and had structures similar to that of a fish. But at first, no one could tell what it was, so the creature soon became the subject of debate. However, before the experts could trash out anything, they realized the fish had 2 different appearances. At first, it appeared with tape tails during its larva stage. After a while, it graduates into a form with a big nose and finally becomes an adult. The female whalefish loses their eye lenses and their ability to form images. To see, these adult whalefish have a system of pressure-sensing pores all over their head and body. With these pores, they detect the vibration in their surrounding water. This shape-shifting habit is one of the most extreme sexual dimorphisms known in any vertebrate. What's even worse is they're very rare, and their typical red color is another thing about this creature that's out to haunt you for life. Number 4. Emperor Dumbo. Emperor Dumbo isn't the name given to a king somewhere on Earth. Rather, it's the name of the deepest living octopus known to man. For short, we know them as Dumbo octopus, and they live about 13,000 feet below the water's surface. On average, they grow about 8 inches long, and they have 2 large fins on either side of their mantle. These fins protrude like ears, and that's why many people call them Dumbo. Since their size is small, everything about the Dumbo octopus is quite small. From their arms to their bell-shaped body, these creatures feel like miniature umbrellas. When they blow out their ears like fins, these octopus appear to be very cute. For that reason, many scientists describe them as the cutest octopuses in the world. when they're not hovering about the ocean floor. These creatures feed on snails, worms, and other creatures in the sea. To feed, they use a kind of slender protrusion on their sucker called cirri. For now, we know very little about these animals and how they use their cirri. Number 5. Real-life SpongeBob and Patrick. If you're a fan of Nickelodeon, then SpongeBob SquarePants shouldn't be a new concept to you. But everything in the cartoon series is just fiction, and SpongeBob is far from real, right? Well, on July 30th, 2021, a team of marine researchers spotted this yellow sea sponge off the east coast of the United States. According to them, this animal popped up while mapping the U.S. part of the Atlantic Ocean using a deep-sea robotic vehicle. At about 13,123 feet below the surface, they captured footage meant for analysis. While analyzing, Christopher Ma, one of the researchers, spotted the sea sponge and a pink sea star and quickly shared the image on Twitter. Of course, the Twitter community rapidly likened the combo to Patrick and SpongeBob from Nickelodeon. However, these are real and out there. We have about 850 million species of sponges, which has lived underwater for 600 million plus years. But despite their number, none of them is square-shaped like Bob, which is why this discovery shocked so many people worldwide. Number 6. Alien-like spindly squid. A mile and a half under the coast of the Mexican Gulf, a remote-controlled submersible camera captured this alien-like long-armed and elbowed creature. Now, this creature you see isn't an alien, nor is it a long-lost mythical creature that's here to spread chaos. Rather, it's a species of squid called the Magnappina squid. Normally, these squid appear like science fiction monsters because they're very rare. However, they're not new to science. Since 1998, scientists have known about these squids, and we know they live in all oceans of the world. But to see one, you need to dive up to 4,000 feet below the water, which is why most of the evidence that proves the existence of these squids are merely videos or damaged specimens. Because of that, scientists could only describe the creature based on the specimens available. According to them, the tentacles of these squids are elastic, and they can grow 15 to 20 times the size of their body. As for the food they eat, we're only sure of one thing: these squids don't eat humans. Number 7. Giant phantom jellyfish. About 50 years ago, a French explorer named Jacques Cousteau sniffed around the deep ocean with a submarine. Built in 1965, he used this vessel to identify different creatures that lurked thousands of feet below the ocean. Among the creatures he found was a giant jellyfish with no tentacles. Today, we call that jellyfish the phantom jellyfish, and it looks more like a plastic bag. In the science world, there's little study on the phantom jellyfish because they live in regions that we still find very difficult to penetrate. So, this animal's called Dipastria enigmatica. But in 2018, scientists found another species on the coast of Monterey Bay in California. According to the reports, the animal measured 3.3 feet wide, extended up to 33 feet long, and unlike other known species, its arms were ribbon-like. These arms are covered by a thin, broad, and delicate bell and net of interconnected canals. Often, these bells and net glow, and the creature uses them to propel itself through the water and through the dark. Number 8. Photo-bombing squid. In the Gulf of Aqaba, near the northern part of the Red Sea, a team of OceanX explorers made two remarkable discoveries. One, they found a sunken shipwreck, which they confirmed to be the remains of a ship named Pella. In case you don't know, Pella is a ferry that caught fire on the Red Sea around November 2011. But let's save that full story for later. Now, beside the wreck of Pella, they also found a mysteriously big squid, which appears to be photobombing the recording. So, they neglected the discovery at first. However, the squid kept coming back each time they visited the wreck. This got the explorers curious. So they decided to contact an invertebrate zoologist at the Smithsonian National Museum. After careful analysis, the zoologist realized that the team had come face to face with a giant purple-black flying squid, which is one of the rarest squid in the world. According to the description, the squid was about 6 feet long, making it one of the biggest ones ever on record. Number 9. Sponge tracks on the seafloor. For decades now, scientists believe that sponges, a group of low marine animals, can't move an inch. This is because when these animals mature in a particular settlement, they remain there forever. However, on April 26, 2021, a strange discovery found in Antarctic oceans disproves this theory. According to the accounts, several trails of light brown sponges were seen across the entire Arctic seafloor. With further study, scientists from the Max Planck Institute realized that those trails are attached to the lower flanks of the sponge individuals. From this, they agreed the sponges crawled into their current positions. In fact, there's a high tendency that sponges undergo a larva stage that actually can even move with no specialized motion muscle or organs. So how? Well, what these sponges lack in muscle, they make up by contracting and expanding their bodies. Sometimes they can even remodel their entire body just to move, and the trails discovered are proof of it. Number 10. A see-through skull. This creature you see isn't from another world. This is the Barreleye fish. It's one of the rarest creatures on Earth, and it's found in the deep sea. Before 2004, nobody knew that they existed until this footage was recorded off the central coast of Monterey Bay in California. As you can see, these fish have a transparent head which at first glance appears like the cockpit of a fighter jet. It's only when you look more closely that you realize you're looking through the head of an animal. Like all deep-sea creatures, Barreleye fish can produce their own light, although in their own case, they concentrate the light on their transparent head. On this head, you'll also see their Barreleye eyes with green orbit-like lenses, and that's about everything we know about these elusive creatures. That's because this footage shows the only complete specimen of the Barreleye fish. Before now, all other specimens are either damaged or without the transparent dome intact. That said, which of these creatures scared you the most? Let's know your thoughts in the comment section below. For now, let's call it a day. Until next time, adios.